Hello folks, this is Ken Haas. Welcome to this week's edition of Kenny's Two Pennies. We got a pretty good one on tap for this week. The end of the regular season with a big win against Marquette. Plus also the start of the postseason dance. But first, a word from our sponsor. Hello Syracuse fans. Want to know where I watch the Syracuse games? Right here at Dewey's Third Ward Tavern, Bridge Street in Seneca Falls. Want to watch the NFL? Dewey's has the NFL ticket. And also on Thursday nights, Dewey's has the NFL Network. So you don't have to worry about missing if you got cable. Dewey's broadcasts all the Syracuse games, basketball and football. Dewey's has 21 televisions to watch all your sports action. Come to Dewey's Third Ward Tavern here on Bridge Street in Seneca Falls. I'll see you here. Well, Syracuse fans, well, for a long time it seemed as though we didn't have a chance for our regular season finale. But then the injury hit Marquette. And you know what? That screwed up the whole continuity of that big team. And guess what? We go into Marquette on their home court. And to finish the regular season, we pull out a big overtime victory. 86-79. What a way to end the season, folks. Terrific performances by both Johnny Flynn and from Andy Routens with 20 points coming off the bench. And also gritty performances by Paul Harris and Eric Devendorf. But again, the one thing manifested itself in the game that could be a big liability for the Orange come the Big East time and NCAA time. Arinze Anawaku continuing to put up those bricks. He only scored 2 points against Marquette. And again, he was 0 for 4 from the free throw line. And you know what? Boeheim has the good nature to make him sit right at the end of the game. But of course, his toughness underneath could be missed sometimes, especially if we get free balls. Especially if we have a chance to get turnovers. That poor free throw shooting definitely could be a liability. And you know what? Insert me in there. I could make free throws. Anawaku can't. But of course, I don't have any college eligibility, and I don't want to get Boeheim in trouble. Oh well, it's a start. But what a way to end the regular season. And now starts the big dance. The circus first, that is the Big East tournament. Over the next 5 days, starting today through Saturday, it's going to be a free-for-all in New York, in Madison Square Garden. According to what I know, Syracuse is going to play the winner of Seton Hall, South Florida. But you know what? This is going to be a thing for the Night Owls. If Syracuse makes the run all the way to the Big East Final, it's all the games are going to be at 9 o'clock at night. And you know what? A lot of Orange fans like me will probably be bleary-eyed getting ready to go for work the next morning. Bleary-eyed, but maybe happy, should SU run all the way to the final. But it all starts tomorrow night for Syracuse down there in New York City. We'll see who they play, either the Pirates or the Bulls, and we'll go from there. And then Sunday we'll find out where Syracuse is going to be seated in the big dance, the 3-week circus that is the NCAA tournament. Right now, from what I've seen, they predict Syracuse will be a number 6 seed, a 6th seed in whatever they place us. The ESPN bracketologist says Syracuse could play in the Greensboro bracket there. I don't know where the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 would be, but apparently their projected opponent would be UNLV. It would be pretty neat. But the thing is, UNLV doesn't have a towel-munching Jerry Tarkanian as its coach anymore. But who can forget all of those runs the running Rebels, no pun intended, well maybe pun intended, made, especially winning an NCAA title all those years ago. But you know what? It's going to be a pretty exciting time these next few weeks. This is why they call it March Madness, folks. And of course, a basketball fan like me could go mad. I could rip my shirt off and so I can't watch naked. Ah! But no, I'm not going to do that. I'm a little too more subdued for that. And maybe I'll step into an odd little zone sometime. But you know, a college basketball player needs his zone. This is going to be a fun time, folks. Get ready. I'm Ken Haas. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Put my face on your shirt. Well, Buffalo Bills fans, even though I don't have my Buffalo Bills gear on right now, what about that news coming out from Orchard Park? Seems as though one of the best receivers there's been in the last 13 years, but also one of the league's biggest blowhards, is now a Buffalo Bill. But you gotta wonder how long this little marriage is gonna last. He signed a 1-year contract worth $6.5 million. But you know how T.O. is when it comes to telling it like it is. Sometimes throwing his quarterbacks under the bus. But you wonder how long before Buffalo starts playing bad, and I hope they don't, before T.O. starts running off his mouth again. Although I'm sort of excited to what T.O. will bring to the Bills, I'm also leery of how he could screw up the continuity of the team. As you know, somebody who does that could become a liability real fast. We'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting circus, Bills fans. Terrell Owens, Lee Evans, stretching the field. But how long before, as I said, before things could go awry? Well, folks, the World Baseball Classic is on. But you know, it seems as though who gives a darn who's the best baseball team in the world? Thing is, it's a free-for-all for a couple of weeks. But what happens? One of the biggest stars is out. A-Rod, just a few weeks after admitting he took steroids, decides it's time to have a torn labrum operated on. Kind of a little weird, don't you think, folks? Or kind of a little cahootinizing. I don't know, but whatever. We won't see A-Rod play till June. Good luck, Yankees fans. We spend all that money there, especially to get Mark Teixeira and other free agents in, and one of our big stars goes down. I don't know. Kind of serves A-Rod right, don't you think?